I truly believe that heat is better after performance for recovery than ice. I mean, I think ice is comfortable. I had my I have a whole thing about pain, a relationship with pain, and I was doing a thing with I had a hip replacement, and I was set up to do all this icing before, and then I learned that icing suppressed the healing hormone IGF-1. There's a healing hormone that helps your body heal, and pain kicks that hormone off. That's how the body knows. So when you suppress pain, you stop that healing. So you go on ice, you suppress that hormonal release of IGF-1, that's the healing hormone, and all of a sudden it's going to slow your healing down. So if you do it because it makes you comfortable, like, hey, if you've been, running around and you're overheating and you're going to go in an ice tub because it feels good, that's one thing. But if you think that it's going to benefit you, I'm not sure. I don't know yet. I think heat could be the better benefit because you got heat shock proteins, which deal with damaged cells and for all that stuff. And I'm not listening. This is just stuff that I hear that I'm feeling. And
Full discllor, we're both not doctors.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Dennis Miller. This is my opinion. I could be wrong, of course. Yeah. So, so that. And then they talk about growth hormone, that your body produces growth hormone in the heat, right, as another one of the side effects. And so from my understanding, and I'm not a doctor, so I when I hear that, I go, well, then heat should be the thing you do, because after every game, every football, every basketball player, every athlete goes right to the ice tub.
Yeah.
And I go, if you're going there for comfort, okay, cool, that's great. But if you think that that's actually the thing that's really benefiting, really going to bring you the best recovery, maybe heat's going to bring you the best recovery, but it's going to be miserable, because last thing you want to do after you finish a workout is go sit in a hot box.
Right.
You're just not going to be happy.
But for injuries, though, they say you should reduce the inflammation. But if what you're saying, that's interesting, right?
Well, the more pain, the more, the old saying, no pain, no gain, right?
Is that true, though?
No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. I mean, everything's painful. Like if you go in the heat, it's discomfortable. You go in a workout, you get sore. I mean, no pain, no gain. So if we go with that old, no pain, no gain, I believe that the pain is associated with the healing because of that hormonal response that pain brings into you. So I would attribute, like I had a fast recovery, but I attribute some of it is because that I was not suppressing any of the pain. So if you take pain meds, that's suppressing healing. So if you say, hey, I'm so uncomfortable, I got to pop pain pills to endure this because it's so hard, well, then just extend the healing. That you're just going to, and the more you suppress the pain, no matter which way you do it, whether it's ice, pain pills, whatever it is, I believe the longer you extend the healing, the more pain you can take. I mean, inflammation is the marker for that healing hormone. So again, reduce inflammation. I don't know if that's again. I would like a doctor and somebody to tell me that really has a study that they know that they've really looked at to tell me that that's really working. That the icing. I mean, if you do it immediately, right when you get, you snap your ankle and you go right in an ice tub bucket and keep it from fully, inflaming, maybe. In that instantaneous, but doing it over days, I think that's just pain. I think that's just comfortable, making you more comfortable.
That's interesting because you always see basketball players with ice on their shoulders, ice on their knees, like right after games, because they have to play
comfortable.
Yeah, I was just thinking they have to play so many games in a row, though.
Yeah, but it's also comfort,
right?
Comfort,
right.
Like I think it's because it feels good. If your shoulder's all jacked up and you numb it. Just like a pain pill would do. This is just a topical numbing. Icing is just creating the guy that created RICE, which is like
rest, ice, compression, and elevation.
He came out last year and said I was all wrong. So no, he did. That guy came out
last year.
Well, in the last couple years,
he should feel really bad.
Well,
everybody's been saying that forever.
I'm saying, but so he came out and said, that he was, that he takes it all back. So, I don't know. I mean, I just think there's no absolutes. I'd be interested. I've been trying to learn about it. Like, hey, can you really tell me what really is the best thing? Or maybe it's heat and ice combo, that heat and ice combo, because that does so much flushing to the system. Squeeze down, the ice squeezes everything, and then all of a sudden the heat expand.
Yeah.
So your contraction, expansion, and that, I know that is but that takes energy too. That tires you down more than the heat. But the heat.
You do